me cater to you. Let me cater to you. Let me cater to you. I wanna let you know, girl, that you live and I am what you do. You know what we can reassure you, my life will be purpose without you. If I want it, I'm gonna ask you. Flying into you, challenge me for the better for you. Let me cater to you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. And I am so glad you are here today with me. And you know, we're going to talk about something and everything. We're going to get into it. But I just wanted to say hello, and hopefully each and every one of you all are doing fantastic. Welcome back. That's the next thing I have to tell y'all. Welcome back, and welcome back to the channel. Then you had to come over here. You sure did. But you were like, let me go see what they're talking about. I know she ain't talking about nothing but a piece of shit. But it's something. And I'm going to go on over there and get me my little kikis and my little ha-has. Okay? But don't forget, as you come into the house, or when you leave in the house, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Come off that fence, come off that curb, come from in the bushes. Just come on into the house. And I say, welcome to my YouTube family. Okay? But as we always have to say, like, share, and subscribe, and comment. You know I like the comments, even though y'all be coming for a sister, but it is what it is. That is my channel. Okay? That's my original channel. And this is my second channel. All right? We need you all to go over there, do your thing, subscribe to the channel so we continue to grow. All right? But we know we have to use this fair disclaimer act. Everything we doing over here is alleged. Alleged. Get it into your mind. Everything you hearing over here at the house is alleged. Okay? Because we don't know nothing to be factual, because we too sorry to go into, just to go into investigating the situation. Unless it's just one thing that just picking at me, just gnawing at me, and I have to go see it for myself. But then that would be an exclusive. Okay? So, we don't get too much into those, but we got to have a talk. We got to have a conversation. We got to get into it, because this person that we're going to be talking about, child, child, I can't keep it undercover any longer. We got to talk about it. We got to have a conversation. And why don't we get right on into it? We're going to be talking about the Chrisleys. Y'all know Chrisleys. They had a reality show that's still going on, but it's taking another type of twist to it, because the mother and the father of the Chrisley show, Todd and Julie, are incarcerated at this time. Now, they're not with the general public type of people, the hardcore criminals, the ones that have done vicious, murderous type of offenses. No, they ain't in general population in the jails that that they are being held in today, which I don't think they're really jails. I think they're little like country clubs made up to look like a prison of some sort, uh, because their celebrity uh, ship, I should say, got them into like a white collar crime situation where, what I'm saying, they just go to almost like a camp for so many years to pay for their offenses uh, of tax evasion. Yes, tax evasion, what we got going on with the IRS of all people. But um what's her name? They had two daughters on the opposite side of one another. It was Lindsay first, Todd Chrisley, from another marriage, and she wasn't hearing her dad at all, and she was letting her dad have it. And I don't know if it was more so she wanted her dad to be back with her mom and not remarry, because I don't really think that Julie and Lindsay ever really got along, okay, with one another. And we know, and we just being petty when we give the person that's trying to take our mother or dad's place with another woman, such Todd got another woman, or if Julie was tipping out or whatever, she had another man, and they liked each other and they got married. Okay, that can make siblings kind of salty towards their parent. Okay, or that parent that got remarried and didn't take into consideration that sometimes the kids what they want. But that's when the adult's supposed to sit them down and tell them why the situation is not gonna work. Okay, um, you mean they gave it all they had, and that was just like a last ditch effort to try to prevent getting divorced. But some people, they just can't stand one another once they've been living with each other for a very long time, which I don't never understand that you can live with somebody, never try to marry them, but once you get married, and it's the same thing. It's just y'all have a piece of paper that said that y'all are legally married and you took your vows, so you know what your vows were prior to saying "I do." You know what I'm saying to that person. I guess a lot of the weddings would be messed up if they had to be talked to the pastor that saying they would get married and say, "Are you sure you want to do this? Because this is looking this kind of way." And I just want to make it crystal clear and to inform you, do you really want to get married? It should be something like that. And maybe a lot of people would not get married. The hurt that, the pastor had to come to them that way is better than suffering for the longevity of the relationship and still come up in empty handed. Uh, but anyway, I kind of got off the subject just a little bit, They said they're trying to basically lower the Chrisley's offenses, what they were charged with. They're trying to cut it down some. But going into the article says Atlanta, while they're only about 8 months until their combined 19-year sentences, it appears Todd and Julie Chrisley may be getting out of federal prison a little earlier. The Chrisleys, mostly known for their reality show, Chrisley Knows Best, were found guilty last year of conspiring to defraud banks and IRS out of millions of dollars. Now, I say kudos. Because I already know they probably got some of our money tied up and all these darn taxes. We don't need to be paying for taxes. We really don't. We're helping the government out. But it's their world and we just live in it. Correct? Correct. Okay. Going back to the article, it says in November, Todd Chrisley was sentenced to 12 years in prison plus 36 months of supervised release. Then Julie Chrisley was sentenced to 7 years in prison plus 36 months of supervised release. Okay, according to the prison's records, Todd Chrisley release date from his um federal prison in Pensacola, Florida, is scheduled for my birthday. Oh, January 22nd. Okay, of 2033. That's about 2 years short of his 12-year sentence. Julie Chrisley expected a release date from her little prison in Lexington. It's now October 19th of 2028, which is just over a year earlier. Okay. Without a doubt, Todd and Julie are model incarcerated individuals who receive exuberant sentences. The couple's attorney, Jay Sargent, told Business Insider, "I believe Todd is down to 10 years and Julie is now at 5 years." Sargent told Insider that he believes their sentences will be reduced even further once new sentencing guidelines are implemented in November. Okay, you see how see how that is. Oh, you gonna put a ruling out there, see if it flies, and then you're gonna put it into motion just so Todd and Julie can get off a little earlier, a lot earlier than they should have been. How we know they ain't gonna go back to their ways if we truly believe they did this for the defrauding banks and trying to hide the money from the IRS. You see what I'm saying? I don't like that. Now you go with the current laws that we have in place because we had sentenced them in those realms of legislation. We're going by something that's already been put into motion. It's been there for a while, cemented in there for a while. So why should we turn the other cheek and say, okay, we're not going to fight it because you were deemed by your peers, 12 of your peers, that you were guilty with the evidence that we saw as conclusive. We heard the opening statement, the ending statement, and you just were still found guilty in our eyes. So whatever laws and regulations that were put in place uh, within the sentencing that they initially got, they should serve it. Period and point blank. They should serve it, all of it. But anyway, it's called privilege. But moving on, it says the couples are in the process of appealing their convictions. Channel 2 Action News first started investigating the Chrisleys in 2017 when we learned that Todd Chrisley has likely evaded paying Georgia state income tax for several years. Court documents obtained by Channel 2 Action News showed that by 2018, the Chrisleys owed the state nearly $800,000 in liens. The couple eventually went to trial, and a federal jury found them guilty of bank fraud and tax evasion in 2022. So y'all put your heads to the thinking. Put your thinking cap on, and it would not take any mathematician nor researcher to know this is some bullshit. Chrisley should stay in jail with whatever sentencing they had got initially. But who am I? I'm just a person trying to, an individual just trying to express their opinion about something that they feel is preposterous, is appalling, is downright dirty. That this is some fuck shit. That means it's fraudulent, it's fake, it's fuckery, and it's foolishness going on. If you were sentenced, okay, you were found guilty from your 12 peers that are just like you, humans, and they're rational, they are logical, and they're reasonable. And if they felt that y'all were both guilty, and we had to go with what we had as far as the sentencing process, well, guess what? You should serve every last bit of it. But who are we? Who are we? We are just standbyers that are asked to come to court here and there to be judges, or not necessarily judges, but you read the evidence and pretty much whatever you say goes in the court of law. That's not right. It's not right at all what they're trying to do to the Chrisleys, getting them out earlier than they deserve. But as always, subscribe to the channel, you guys, and I will see y'all on the next video. Okay? Y'all be blessed. Y'all hold it down. Get you some rest. Get your mind and thoughts together and go on out there. Go forth and be great. Okay? Go forth and be great. All right. I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.